we got our oil pastels. Some of them are broken and dirty, but all of yours are pretty new. I just wanted to show you that it's okay if they're dirty. If it has a little bit of other colors on it, just use your paper towel and rub your oil pastel on it and it will get clean. Now, you can see it's already leaving a mark on my hands, but I don't think they feel bad because it is soft. Now, if it's chalky, it's going to feel that way. So if you end up getting a broken oil pastel set, it's okay. Just put the family back together. So you're also going to find that your white gets really, really dirty really quickly because it's picking up all of the crumbs from the other oil pastels. So you can just use a paper towel to clean it, or you can take the backside of your paper and you can rub your oil pastel on it and you see the other colors coming off and it does get clean. It just takes a little bit of love. You have to clean it though, okay? Okay. Because I think it's super duper important that y'all learn like the order of the rainbow, now you should know it by now, we're going to make a little rainbow along the side of these colors blending together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. If you're still working on your painting, you can do that. I'm making this into a video so you can watch it. So the first color in the rainbow at the top of the arch is red. So I'm going to do mine long ways because it's going to be easier for me to draw the long ways. So it's not much longer than my thumb knuckle, this space that I'm doing. So I'm pushing it down and I'm going to lighten up. So I pushed really hard at first. I'm going to make my red section a little bit bigger because we need to make a red violet. I'm going to lighten it up now where you can see some of that static going in. What I mean by static is like those little white spaces between it. So it looks like really solid right here. It's not as solid anymore. Here. Next, you're going to take your orange, I'll say orange normal, and then I'm going to push it down onto this red that I already have, going into that red just a little bit. So what this is doing is it's making a red orange. I might need to layer over that just a little bit too. So layering, like I just did, I just took my red and I went over my orange again, is going to allow me to create a lot of depth with my color. Now I'm shifting into just orange. So I have red, red, orange, orange, red being my primary, red, orange being my tertiary, and orange being my secondary color. So I'm gonna start to go down just a little bit more. I'm gonna lighten up with my hand. Yellow's the next one. You should have known that because it's already, if you got a brand new one, they're already in the right order. Now I'm going to push on my yellow, going into the orange, making a yellow orange. My strokes are just going up and down. You can start to swirl yours. I do like to draw in circles. It's just kind of my style. You might see little boogers starting to happen. Ew. I'm kidding. They're not real boogers. It's art boogers. These little boogers right here, you can just smear down. But if your hand is, ooh, I got to be careful. My finger's blue. So I got to not use that. You can just smear it back onto there. Or you can take a paintbrush. I've got these really trashy paintbrushes. And you can wipe those boogers away. Boom. All right. So the next one I need to go to is my green. Now there is a neon green. I am going to wipe off this orange from my yellow so that I don't have any orange going into my yellow green. Gonna grab my yellow. This is the yellow green. It even says it. This is my primary color of yellow. Now I'm making a tertiary color of yellow green. It already basically is yellow green, but I'm making it even more yellow green, trying to be really subtle with my color shift. Then I'm gonna go. This is just a nice way to warm up the day, right? I told you it wasn't gonna be hard. I hope this isn't challenging for you. Maybe you don't find using oil pastels and making rainbows relaxing like myself. We're not all the same. So I did take my oil pastel, my green, and I put it over the yellow green just a little bit. And this is slowly picking up the color underneath it. The crayon, the oil pastel, is taking the color that's underneath it, it's lifting it and mixing it together. And if it's not light enough, you can put that color back on and it pushes those colors together. So truly this is like drawing with crayons, but it is softer. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. You can take a brush, you can smear it in a little bit, but if you smear really hard with your finger, it's going to rub off the paper completely. But I'm just going to take a paper towel and I'm just rubbing that color off of my finger just so I don't contaminate the rest of myself. Now I'm going to make, so I made green. I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to put a little bit of blue here and I'm going to move towards my green so I can make a blue-green. I should be pressing down a little bit lighter. The reason why I'm pressing down lighter is so that color isn't as dominating, because blue is a very heavy pigment. It's very dominating. It's going to eat up all the other colors because it is bolder, brighter, stronger, faster, better. I don't know. How many of you like blue the most out of all the colors? No? My car is blue, so I love blue for that reason. Now I'm putting the green over the blue, making the tertiary color of blue-green. Going back and forth. And again, if you want to be special with this, just clean it off after each use. Ooh, now I get to make my purple, but I need to add a little bit more blue. So I can make a blue-violet. So blue goes into purple, also known as violet. We are making this really dense. Our lines are so dense that you don't see the static. You should not be able to see any of the white paper between your colors. And you should still leave some of that blue there. So it goes from blue to blue-violet into violet. Now, I did leave room up there, but I guess I'll just do it down here for this next step, just so it continues. The next thing I'm going to do is the spectrum starts over again. The rainbow starts over again. The color wheel continues. We are going to take the red and make a red-violet now. So it goes from purple to red-violet back to red. So I need to put the red down. I'm going to put some purple right back on top of it. I've noticed that the purple oil pastel isn't as smooth. It's a little bit more chunkier. You can see that it's removing some of my pastel. But it made a red violet. You can smooth it in just a little bit. I'm going to bring back going to the red. So we just made a cute little rainbow. Voila, easy. It's okay if yours didn't go all the way to the edge of the page. Mine didn't. Yours did though. Looks good. Okay. I'm going to pause my video here.